here we go. The engine is sort of in. Started to mock everything up. The power glide is bolted onto the block. The heads were done by Joel Barnett's in Red Lion. Great work. Those broken manifold bolts, he got those out, put helicoils in for me. He said it was a pain in the butt, but he's a professional, so I don't trust myself to drill those out and wallow holes and ruin heads, so he does great work. Then brought him home, started to do some assembly. I lost one of these stud nuts, went for a ride in the garage, and I have no idea where it went. It took off across the floor. I was kind of pissed because these are some fine China studs. I wasn't sure exactly what thread they were. It just so happens that American Speed Center here in York happened to have the correct one for me. So that was awesome. I picked up 2 of them in case I lose another one, which may happen. I don't know. Hopefully not. Then I painted the manifolds over here. These cleaned up pretty nice. I spent a little bit of time on them. Cut off the excess piping, but I'm gonna have to check. Looks like in a Fox car, the flange on those manifolds is going to hit. Let me get a light. Going to hit the sway bar mounting brackets. Right. Oh, I zoomed in. Right here. The manifolds come down and the flange hits. So I'm going to have to do some tweaking of that. But I got to make sure that I have the motor in the right spot. Found the center line of the car, put it down in here. It looks pretty damn good. It measures up pretty decently. The tunnel had to be bashed up and in to clear the rib on the top of the power glide, which you can see down there. That rib was rubbing into the firewall, so got in there with the stork and did some bashing. And then in the car here, the tail looks like it's in line, pretty decent here. I'm gonna do some final tweaking and measuring, but tonight was just the try to get it down and sitting in routine. I've never done one of these before, so it's kind of tricky. And what else? Oh, Shannon from work was kind enough to weld this bung on for me over there for the oil return. And then that's just a regular 45. And then the oil feed right there was drilled and tapped out. It worked out great. And then that's just a regular, standard flange. So at some point this weekend, whenever I'm back home and whatnot, I have to cut out this section right here, and the turbo is gonna sit in there with the intake facing the passenger side, so I'll shoot my downpipe straight out the fender. But that's where we're at, and then I will try to get some mounts made. I made these block plates, which you can kind of see. I used some steel and borrowed a welder from Doug, friend. It's a Hobart, works great, actually has some shielding gas. Makes fantastic welds, welds up to 1/4 inch thick steel. Actually I think it does higher than that, but you can't, something's with it. But used this here and made my own brackets. It looks like center to center. This way on the block is 3 inches, and center to center this way is 4 3/8. So this is just a piece of scrap, but that would be the dimensions you'd want to use. So, well, there's the fancy turbo that's going to go on it. But there we go. I will try and get mounts finished and made up here sometime in the next few days. and then I can start going to town with everything else. So until then, I'll try and get some work done, and I'll talk to you guys later.